Okay. Hi, Celebo. Our article that we read is from the NBC News.
It's called Don't Blame Santa, Xbox and PlayStation Supply Probably Won't Meet Demand Again.
So what the article started off with was basically talking about the supply that the Xbox One consoles, which is Sony and Microsoft, get, the amount of quantity they get, and the price they sell them at.
Yeah, and basically the article just talked about like how Microsoft and Sony choose a certain specific number of consoles to make for like when like the new Wii U came out. Even though it wasn't really expecting to get like high demand, it still did because um, these two companies like choose to not make so much supply so that more people can be interested in the product and like demand more of it, and then that way the two companies can make more profit.
Yeah, like an example is that the Sony, it made up to 2 to 3 million annually of their products. So they do this for reasons. One is to get more people to buy the product, and two is if they run out of the product, they get more people demanding for it, which makes them want it more, and it makes them more popular. So it makes the demand for the quantity and the supply of the store buying it. It'll make them either next year to buy more, sell more, or it just orders new ones and everything for the people.
So, like, I guess the effect of this issue can be like an increase in supply, an increase in demand because the supply is so low. Because these two companies chose to make a certain amount, like limited, I guess. And how could this issue be prevented?
I feel like this issue could be prevented is like more if they make enough. I would say enough of a product, they wouldn't run out of it. So that means their supply will be high, meaning their demand will also be high. So if the company like Sony or what was the other one, Microsoft, if Sony or Microsoft ordered, let's say, 5 million products a year, meaning they probably would have, well, actually, no, sorry. They want to order the limited amount only because they don't want to have too much of the product that year.
And
So,
then that way
yeah.
they won't lose money by making extra products that maybe won't be sold.
Yeah.
You could say.
So they would win. They won't lose money, and they won't um, um, lose supply.
So, how might a supplier solve this issue?
Huh.
Maybe setting like a limit that isn't too much, or basically an equilibrium point where they're not making too much products that they won't sell, or not making too less that their demand will be too high for them to supply.
Yeah, I also agree with what Karina was saying because if they make too much of a product, they're gonna have extra, and if they make too little of a product, they're not gonna have enough for the customers. So I feel like if they make an equal amount, like the equilibrium point, it would be very much more flowing with the sale. Yeah.
What else?
Um, for example,
Oh, we didn't talk about like how gamers are like
oh yeah.
specifically like since these gamers like they're really into like systems like these, so when like new systems come out, of course they're gonna like want it just as much as like the example that was given, the iPhones. Like when people hear that the new iPhone is gonna come out, they're rushing to stores to see like where they could buy it.
Yeah, and they
And
want
yeah,
more of it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more. It's like, yeah, you're right. It is like the iPhone run. Like when I heard, what was the one that just came out, the iPhone 5, I think it was. Yeah, the iPhone 5 that came out. It was like people were all talking about first. It was about the iPhone 4S, I think it was, or something. It was all about that, talking about this one, and then as soon as the iPhone 5 came out, demand for it went straight up because more people want to upgrade their iPhone 4S to an iPhone 5. They want to be in popularity. Basically, that's what our society has put in our minds, I guess.
Yeah.
So they want to put the